Good morning, Bullfrogs, and happy Bus Driver Appreciation Friday. We are coming to you live from the cafeteria. All of our bus drivers wave. Thank you for all the hard work that you do. The bus drivers today got to come in and get some coffee and some donuts after they dropped you guys off. Make sure you're continue to do a great job on the bus, listening to the bus drivers so they can get you guys to school and back home very safely. So once again, thanks. How about a quick Bullfrog salute for all of our bus drivers? 1, 2, 3. All right. And we have our friends Britt and Joey helping with announcements today. Joey, what day is today?
Friday, February 16th, CD. Current.
I did it. Oh, I'm sorry, Joey. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Britt, what day is today?
Friday, February 16th, C-Day.
And what's the weather going to be like?
Current temperature 28, but with the wind chill, it feels like 18. High for today, 28.
All right. And please welcome our guest teachers today. We have Mrs. Fiedler here for Mrs. Marshall. We have Mrs. Wicke here for Mrs. Myers. And we have Mrs. Caldesol here for Mrs. Kennedy. So make sure when you see our guest teachers, you make them feel welcomed and appreciated. Joey, any birthdays to celebrate?
Devin Swartout, Mason Latch, tomorrow Cole Solomon.
All right, happy birthday to Devin, Mason, and Cole. Make sure you come down for your birthday pencil after announcements. And I really need to apologize. I forgot to mention earlier this month, we have a few teachers that are celebrating their 21st birthdays. We have Mrs. Gross on February 2nd, and we had Mrs. Rigo and Mrs. McNellis on February 10th. So make sure you wish Mrs. Gross, Mrs. Rigo, and Mrs. McNellis a happy birthday as well. And Joey, who gets to be our composting leaders today?
Tyler Klamek, Callie Johnson, and Devin Johnson.
All right. And now it's time for a quick announcement from Kate and Student Council about our PB&J Challenge.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm from Student Council, and I'm here to tell you about the PB&J Challenge. PB&J Challenge is when you bring in plastic jars of peanut butter and jelly, and the winning grade will get a prize, and it will be divided up by the pound, and then divided up by the average student in each grade. There are bins in the lobby with the grade level. We got 948 pounds last year. Let's go for 950 pounds.
All right, great goal, Kate. I love it. Beat that record that we had from last year, right? All right. And now it's time for our Friday book recommendations. We have Nolan and Aletta Gross. Nolan, what's your book recommendation?
Dave the Dragon King.
Dave the Dragon King. And why is that a good book?
Since it is an adventure book.
You like it because it's an adventure book. All right. And Aletta, how about yours?
It's Dora's Christmas.
Dora's Christmas. And why is that a good book?
Because one of the pages light up.
The pages light up? Like Christmas tree lights?
Yeah, one of them.
Oh my goodness. All right, that's a great book. Well, thank you guys. All right, and now it's time for our silver spoon drawing. All right, Britt, why don't you pick out this week's silver spoon winner?
All right. The winner is 5K.
5K wins an extra 15 minutes of tech time. And pick out some Bullfrog winners this week. Joey, pick out a few of those.
Hi.
Why don't you pick them out and I'll read them. So we have Izzy from 5th grade and Mrs. Winters, Izzy. And we have Sam from Mrs. Ryan's class, Sam. And we have Maddie Bruss from Mrs. Obermeyer and Betcher's class. And we have Julia Boginski from Mrs. Krause's class. And with Izzy again from Mrs. Winters' class. And we have Alyssa McLean from Mrs. Betcher and Obermeyer's class. And Gavin Denauer from Mrs. Krause's class, Gavin. And Matthew Pelchat from Mrs. Betcher's class. Kylie Retzer from Westhouse, Kylie Retzer. All right. Quick Bullfrog salute to all of our Bullfrog winners this week. Come on down for your prize with Mrs. Cowan in the conference room after announcements. 1, 2, 3. And now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. So would everybody please rise? And we're going to ask our awesome bus drivers to lead us today in the pledge. We'll pretend there's one right here. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Have a wonderful Friday. It's a Google Expedition Friday. And remember, be responsible, be respectful, and be
Safe.